Yard line.
On the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Keelan Cole, the intended target. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 49 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half here with Williams. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Mahomes steps away to his left. And escapes the sack. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask your equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Shit. Hey, 43. Shit. Slam. Right.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And again, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see. 80 weapons. You don't want it. 49. Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Bring it. Bring it. Come on. You got to go right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case,
and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That's it, baby. We don't roll.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, box drop. Hit it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Here's Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
He's cracked.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Ready, set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Minshew. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Got it. 44's Mike. Check, check. On game, pump. Five. Now.
The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, lock it. 5.
Now Henney. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Henney. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play. Kelsey out in the slot right.
Check. God not ready. Hit it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. You're out. Coming this way. Here we go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument when you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Minshew being chased out left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Alex Okafor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And